Hello, how do guys? Welcome back to Edgar TV, where the star of the show is back in town. The time at the Alexandra Palace has done for that session. I've got to go back down there a few more times yet, so you will have my co-host again at some point. But don't worry, I'll give you plenty of pre-recorded content and videos, all to help you through that period of time. So you get your daily fix of Edgar, even when I'm going to be down at Ali Pali doing some other bits.
Excuse me, I need to interrupt on this because you said the host is back. That's not what people's thoughts were yesterday, though. I apparently was the best host, so...
He was the best host yesterday, where today, you know...
I could be in that chair.
The king is back.
I could be in that chair.
Great session, though. Great time. Do you know what? Like, I've obviously gone down to Ali Pali many times in the past, and it was very different. I could notice differences. There was a lot of different atmosphere down there. There was a lot more different demographic. There was loads of people outside with cameras, drones, all sorts of things, getting lots of different footage and air shots and things. So yeah, absolutely a very, very different vibe down there. It's almost like darts. It felt more like a premium event this time than just like the World Championship. So yeah, very, very different. Very different. We'll talk more Ali Pali as we move forward in regards to the experience down there and I had and my time working on the BBC radio last night, which was quite fun. FDI is in the house, once again providing us with world-class statistics, everything you need to know about the players in the games. We're going to put those up on the screen for you when we talk about those individual matches, and we're looking for where those potential shocks are. I think there's going to be lots of potential shocks tonight. I think tonight is one of the most dodgy nights, and you know what? Thomas, before we went live, said exactly the right thing. He says, for round one, tonight is brilliant. I 100% agree. This tonight is probably the best night in regards to action, in regards to head-to-head matches, in regards to all the stories that we are going to unearth this evening. Tonight is the night. I did a preview for olbg.com, and in that preview I said, play with caution. Don't just lump all the favourites in tonight and expect to win. I will run you through those and I'll show you everything that needs to come in there.
When you say that and you say about lumping all the favourites in, we talk about like last night. Favourite went out, didn't they?
Yes, we'll get to that in a moment. We will get to that very, very shortly.
Hey, look, see, people are agreeing. I won the poll yesterday for best host. I think it was a bit of a landslide there, wasn't it? 76% of you actually in the chat yesterday said that I was the best host. So.
But yet Stellan said good evening to everyone. Good evening to Charlie Murphy.
Hello, everyone.
Bendikar, David Shaw, good evening to you. Marcus, 100% agree. Just look at the difference from 2015 to 2025. Every session sellout. Yes. And demand is beyond that. So I had a bit of time yesterday with Matt Porter on BBC Radio, which was fantastic, talking about the move over to the new venue, talking about even potential more expansion of the World Championships, but more sessions, more tickets, and still we can't fit demand. So that's the exciting thing right now.
Raging Kingdom, Mayaka.
Always find a way to positive the numbers up. Always find a way. I've gone £5 on Cristo Reyes to win tonight, 14 to 1 long shot. But do you know what, Marcus? We'll get to that in a second, but you're absolutely right. Gian van Veen doesn't have the best record at the World Championships. There are other players as well that just don't seem to perform here. Mensah Suljovic, Rob Cross, great players over the years. Rob Cross, Rob Ross Smith. Great players over the years, but just didn't perform on the Alexandra Palace stage. It's different. So absolutely, there's value there. And the fact Cristo Reyes averaged about 97 in those qualifiers. We don't know what to expect from Cristo Reyes. He is going into Q School this year. So certainly there are definitely value in that game. And we'll get to that and we'll break that down in the very near future. So.
And hello to everyone that's joining in the room so far or in the chat. Please do hit your like buttons as you do come in. Let's see if we can get over 100 likes this evening. And also, if you are not subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button, I was going to say, for all your darting content.
Brian Masters, thank you for that lovely message. Very, very nice. Imagine the demand if we qualify. If I qualified next year, says David Shaw. I tell you what, if you'd see what I've just done in here for the last hour. So in the last hour, I've done all my work for the day. I've done my videos, my preps. I've done everything that I need to do. And I went, I'm going to throw some darts. And I tell you what, I'd win the World Championship the way I've just played in here. Like I wouldn't just play in it. I'd win it. The problem is it's 1 hour in the office. So but yeah.
Can I just say I'm loving all of these comments that are coming in right now about the co-host host thing, because obviously, like, you lost the vote yesterday. I was the best host. I'm still going to keep saying that and keep rubbing that in your face, by the way, because I think it's hilarious.
Rub what in my face?
Look, it's not that kind of show. Unbelievable. Not that kind of show. Carry on.
So, just to give you a little bit of insight into why I wasn't here yesterday, you probably got a bit of a vibe from it in regards to so I got the opportunity to go work for the BBC yesterday down at Alexandra Palace. Took the opportunity. It was a great night, a great experience down there, and it looks like I will probably be doing a little bit more down there moving forward, which means we'll still have the lives. Like I said yesterday, the lives aren't just about me chatting with you guys, they're about you guys chatting amongst yourselves and having that community as well. So absolutely, we will keep the lives going even if I have to go down to Ali Pali. So that's not going to affect your experience. The sweepstakes draw was drawn on Wednesday night live here on YouTube. We've just got to finish typing it all up into a computer form, and then we will put it on Facebook and Twitter. So it will be available to see on the Edgar TV Facebook page, which is just here, and also at the Edgar 501. So you will see it available. It's just we haven't finished typing it up yet because I was at Alexandra Palace all day yesterday and the draw was done late on Wednesday. So we just haven't had the time yet to do so. But the draw has been done, so don't worry about that. We will get it out to people so they can see. Hi, Jodie. You're looking lovely today. Matt, you're looking very smart. Love the shirt. Yes! There we go. I thought it was going to be another one of those comments which praised Jodie and didn't me. But there we go. We got there. Right, let's run through
Thanks
things.
all for the comments.
So these are yesterday's results. Kim Hybrecht's going down 3-1 in the opening game to Arno Merck. Do you know what? From the very first 3 darts Kim Hybrecht's thrown in practice, you just knew he wasn't going to win that game. You knew he wasn't going to win that game. He was getting frustrated, even in his practice darts. I just don't feel at any point that Kim Hybrecht looked like Kim Hybrecht. He just didn't look at any point like he was potentially going on win that game. I was impressed with Arno Merck. And do you know what? Arno Merck, a lot of this game comes down to, I think, that I did, and it sort of changed straight away. The atmosphere of it, the whole vibe of it, just sort of changed. So I was impressed with Arno. A young player who stepped away from the game, coming back into it now, could be an interesting one to keep an eye on, not just for this tournament, but moving forward. No doubt we'll be going to Q School. Could be interesting. Great to see Michael Smith pick up a 3-0 win. I actually had some time with him on the BBC radio yesterday, where we managed to have a little bit of a conversation with him, a little bit of a chat. And he actually isn't a superstitious guy, because he went the wrong way, didn't get the chance to drive up the Ali Pali Hill, and ended up getting there and getting the result. Exactly the same as what we said about Arno Merck. I think a lot of it came down to set number 1 for Michael Smith. Took his opportunity and kicked on. He also alluded to this yesterday on the radio as well, that he really did settle down after getting that opening set. Disappointing performance, I think, from Lisa Ashton. I think she's a lot better than what she's shown in that game. And, you know, how many more chances is she going to get, because time is a ticking on Lisa Ashton, so every single time she'll just have to relish that chance. Certainly would have enjoyed the experience. Darius Labanowski's first round demon, putting up a bit of a fight against Luke Littler, played well, Darius did, but I think we just saw the difference in class. Luke Littler outclassing Darius Labanowski and taking up the victory. And then the final game of the evening, it didn't deliver in regards to standard. I think a lot of people expected a lot more from Jemai van den Herrik, me included, but Madars Razma doing too much. And that's the thing. That's kind of what I expected in game number 1. A little bit of experience come through for Kim Hybrecht, the same way the experience came through for Madars Razma in that last game. So let's concentrate first of all on the evening session. Over to the comment section, guys. Who was the MVP of the night? Was it Luke Littler's great performance? Was it Michael Smith getting through the first round despite the woes and the worries that he's had this year? Walked quite nicely, didn't he? Looked a little bit pain relieved going through that. So great to see, and he was in very, very high spirits. Certainly, a little bit of extra money there is going to help him go get out some more Pokemon cards.
I've got to say Michael Smith for me with his trebles.
Arno Merck, great shout there by Bob.
Is good. Yeah, Michael Smith.
Arno Merck on debut, good performance. FDI, always one to listen to. He knows his stuff. Going Arno Merck as well. Littler, Merck beating the miserable Hybrex for Rick. We know what you're saying. We know what you're trying to say. So going with that result. I mean, great debut. Great debut. And he outperformed himself. Now, FDR provided some great stats yesterday that Jodie ran through with you. And one of the things that really stood out for me was the fact that in TV or streamed events, Arno Merck played better than on the floor. And yesterday, he did that again. He played better than his seasonal stats. He played better than his floor form, which is a great sign about that personal individual factor.
MVP was me yesterday, according to David Shaw. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you love it, don't you?
Can I just say, though, like, I said it probably quite a lot in the stream, but to go on and do something like this yesterday when Matt wasn't here and I was sort of solo was really, really nerve-wracking. So I did end up saying to you later when you got back home, I was like, everyone was really, really supportive in doing this. So I actually really enjoyed it, being able to come on with you guys, have a chat, you know, try and fill some big shoes that is Edgar in regards to delivering stats and chatting as well. So thank you all for making it pleasurable and supporting me.
Yeah, well, the thing is as well, you want to do a bit of TikTok and things, don't you? And I said, like, the best thing for doing that is lives, because what you've got to do is you've got to fill dead space within your sentences. You've got to know when to speak, when to pause, when to delay, but also you've got to know that taking a breath, for example, or stopping doesn't have to be filled with noise. And you get this, you'll probably see this a lot out there, especially when you're watching someone who's quite new to creation or delivery. Like, even now, when I'm processing, I'm thinking about what I'm saying, you'll notice there's little tiny pauses. That airspace is fine, but what people will tend to find is they fill it with and they feel the need to constantly be audible. So that's something that you learn a lot by doing lives, especially when you're talking to camera. Yeah, we've got you guys, we're chatting with you. Yeah, we've got some stats, we've got some slides. But essentially, it's just you for an hour. So you learn a lot. So, you know, she's learning. She's learning at the same time.
And also...
So now if you just want to do the other 17 sessions for me, that'll be great.
You just put your feet up. It's all right. You carry on and I'll do it. No problem. But it wasn't just that. Obviously, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of buttons and things like that. And for me, I didn't want to touch anything because it was all set up. So I know Jane was in here yesterday. She was updating me with the likes and things like that.
Great point.
Yeah, hit the like button. Great point. Hit the like
32
button.
likes at the minute.
I know. So... yeah, no, it was really, really good with everything going on and trying to get it all to kind of be smooth.
Well, let's move on to the afternoon because we've got the whole session to run through here as well, and we've got lots to do. Neil Sonneveld, very good performance. Puha is a decent player. Neil Sonneveld blew him away, and he's someone who's been around a while, Neil Sonneveld, never really kicked on, but good performance there for him. Not a good performance for Ian White or Mervyn King. Both was a little bit poor in this game. Ian White went 2-0 up. Mervyn King brought it back. Either of them could have won it. Ian White got over the line. Ian White, though, I think has been struggling a little bit recently. He's not really been performing the same. He needs to get himself back to the car boot, doesn't he? That's probably why he's struggling.
Yeah, missing out on the car boots.
This time of year.
Yeah.
Ryan Searle, someone I think is going to go on a deep, deep run. When I did my prediction video, I had Ryan Searle down for the semi-final. FDI, do you have, by any chance, a predictor, or have you done a predictor, or have you ran the expected to know how far Ryan Searle is expected to go at the World Championships? When I did my prediction video, I had him for a semi-final, his best ever World Championship performance. 3-0 against Chris Landman, blew him away. Rob Cross, good to see, actually. A lot of people was suggesting that Rob Cross could lose this game to Cordecca. I agree. I thought Cordecca could be dangerous here. Rob Cross stepped it up, won the match with a 170 finish, which we all know only happens to the best of us, especially when we're talking about world championships or playing against world champions, like Gary Anderson, for example, who I did beat with a 170 finish. So, yeah, just chuck that one in there.
Bendicard, just to answer your question about if I was to do the live again, yes, I'd feel a bit more comfortable doing it. I believe I'm actually doing it next week again and filling in for Matt, so you'll see me there. Like I said, you're all very supportive, which makes me feel better to be able to do it again.
But yesterday you had like a couple of hundred likes. We've at the moment got 43.
I had 200, well over 200.
Where's the 200 likes gone? Like,
hit the like button,
guys. Did you
guys.
get 200 likes and I'm on 43?
Daniel, I've just seen your message as well. Evening, mate and Jodie. I hope you're both well. As I said previously, thanks for getting me through losing my granddad. Top stuff. Keep it up. Bless you, Daniel. Sorry to hear, obviously, about that. This is why you do it, really, isn't it? In terms of it's a community, it's a dark.
That's
community.
why we had to run last night.
Yeah.
That's why Jodie covered last night, because although I had to go and work down at Alexandra Palace, it's still, you know, it's not just about me. It's I see you guys interacting and chatting and having your opinions and reading those. So it's all a big part of it. So, do you want to move your can out of the way?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You keep putting it in the way of the mouse. Right, Ryan Searle, last 16 minutes, Stephen Bunting for FDI. That's according to the stats and the data, which are about to start running through in a second. Right, let's get this up and ready. First game of the night, Andreas Harryson will be taking on Ross Smith. Let me get your vote set up and ready for you. So it's Ross Smith against Andreas Harryson. Oh, before we get into this, right, I'm going to put that up there so you can get your votes in. I notice as well there's been market moves, so people have been backing Ross Smith all day. Now, I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. I probably should have got this ready beforehand, but I didn't prepare that well for that because I didn't think about it.
Where are you? Trying to find you.
Right.
There we go.
Here we go. I'm going to send you a picture, right? And then I'm going to put it onto the stream so people can see this. Now, as you know, Andreas Harryson is a Super Series regular. Hang on, what's this? Yeah, so Andreas Harryson.
While you're actually doing that and you're getting that ready, guys, I'm going to put in the chat my TikTok. I've done a video today, actually, me trying to throw in heels. So go over and check that video out and hit a like on there as well. It would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, I've put that in hopefully in the chat. You'll see it coming through. Yeah, nice little video, 40-second video, I think.
There you go. So here's something that, when I'm on the Super Series, sometimes the sessions are really long. And in between games, I like to make AI-created images. This is Andreas Harryson. So Andreas Harryson will be in the match tonight. This is Andreas Harryson. And I've got loads of these, by the way. I've got loads of these sort of drawings, like AI-created images. But yeah, Andreas Harryson. If you like Andreas Harryson, I can show you some more. But Andreas Harryson is in the match tomorrow. If you like it, I'll put some more on screen. I won't do it now. It takes me too long to load them up. But I'll put them in ready for tomorrow. I've got Andreas Scaryson. Have I got Andreas Scaryson on my phone? I might just hold it up to the screen. Have I got Andreas Scaryson? See, some of them I delete. That's the problem. I can just show you this way. So, I'm sure we've all heard of Adrian Gray before. The Conqueror. Got my phone's like got marks all over it, like with the light. It's all the fingerprints. The Conqueror, Adrian Gray.
Hello, by the way, everyone that's joining the stream right now.
Oh yeah, we've got Andreas Scaryson. gonna have to wipe that. It's all the marks, isn't it? Like hitting the light. Andreas Harryson.
Yeah, it's not working.
No, it's not working so much, is it?
If you haven't hit the like button already, guys, please do hit the like button and also follow along if you're new.
If you know Derek Coulson, that's Derek Coulson, made out of ice. Yeah, so you can see what sort of how it goes at times. I'll get back to silly AI-generated images in a moment because we're going to run out of time. But certainly Andreas Harryson is right up there. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening.
I love it, Daniel. Another shameless plug again. I'll get my heels on. Yeah, do it. Guys, let's see your 9-doubt challenge in heels. That'd be funny.
So, as always, FDI Index, huge thank you for these incredible stats. Here's your stats for the match. Let me just run you through what you've got here. Head to head, they've never played each other before. The win percentage, that's the likelihood. Ross Smith, 76% against Andreas Harrison's 24%, which roughly means if these were to play 4 times, Andreas Harrison should win 1. Is that 1 going to be tonight? Now, the stats suggest potentially no. Because when we look at Andreas Harrison, seasonal stats of around about 88 against Ross Smith, who is significantly better at the 96 mark. That being said, Andreas Harrison plays a lot of darts, a lot of the time in substandard conditions against substandard players. So we got a real true reflection there. Doubles are good, front nine's okay, 180s, all leading towards a Ross Smith win. That being said, I don't think Ross Smith wins. Now, I can see the vote. The vote is quite strong at the moment in favour of Ross Smith, 62%, which is lower than the expectation here that Ross Smith should win in regards to the stats. So you guys agreeing with me here that there's more chance that Ross Smith loses this game than the stats actually suggest. Ross Smith opened the day at 1-4. He's been backed into 1-5. I've been watching the markets throughout the day. He went 2-9, 1-5. So there's a lot of money gone on Ross Smith here. I think the value play here is Andreas Harrison. I myself have gone over to olbg.com where you can play for free, never stake a penny, and win real cash. Not only that, but they are running a World Championship competition where there are hundreds of pounds up for grabs for free. Never stake a penny, olbg.com. I've gone Andreas Harrison. I think Andreas Harrison causes an upset here. I think he could beat him.
Yeah, and I too have gone Andreas Harrison. Not because Matt has chosen Harrison, but because of following Super Series, obviously in and out with that. I've seen what he can do on a Super Series and how well he has played. So, yeah, if you look at the odds, you do want to go with Harrison.
His value.
His value.
His value.
Very good.
And let's also not just talk about the value. Let's go one little step deeper here. Ross Smith debuted in the World Championship in 2014. Since then, 2014, he has won 5 matches on the Alexandra Palace stage. 5. Mensah Suljovic struggled to win matches on that stage until he played me and then played, like 97 average or something. Like, cheers for that, Mensah. Brilliant. Yeah, great. Second round. Thanks. Brilliant. That could have given me the chance then to go head-to-head with Gary Anderson on the World Championship stage where I could have beat him again with a 170 finish. He deprived us of that opportunity. So, yeah. Mensah, you. Ross Smith's another one who seems to be struggling with this. Value equals not much chance of winning. Well, they got 24% chance of winning. And also the terrible record that Ross Smith's got on this stage. And also, I'm going to end the vote. Look at the vote. 64% of you think Ross Smith. That is lower than what the stats say, which means there's a conflict. If there's a conflict in our opinion compared to what the data says, that means that we don't believe the data. We don't. Which means handicap markets could be good. Now, we know Andreas Harrison, because the odds have been backed throughout the day, so Andreas Harrison's value goes up. Andreas Harrison to win one set, 1-2. That is a 50% return for one set. olbg.com, play for free, 50% return. That would be my tip here. That would be mine. For the man who now is known as Andreas Harryson. Andreas Harryson.
Daniel, make sure you
Harryson.
do get down your sisters.
Harryson.
We want to see a 9
Harryson.
dart challenge in heels. Do you think that you could do a 9 dart challenge in heels?
They won't fit me.
I know, but say for example we got you some heels just to, you know, do this 9 dart challenge in.
I think it'd get good views. Like...
Yeah. Do you think that we see how you can throw in heels?
I think
Everyone
I'd
get on it.
good views. Like,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
We've got a market move, guys. Market move. Live in market move. I've just seen it, and it's the game we're about to talk about. Ricky Evans has just shortened in price. Can see a comment here. Super chat donation. Thank you for your donation to Edgar TV. They're going to be needed, I tell you, because tonight after we finished here, I'm watching a toy stream at the same time as watching the darts. This could be bad. This could be bad. So thank you for that. Is practice 5 times a week for 3 hours, 4 times 45-minute blocks, okay? Well, it depends what you're trying to do. Well, what are your goals within the game? 5 times a week for 3 hours is a lot of practice. That's 15 hours practice. I like the fact you broke it up into small blocks. That's important, especially when you're practicing for that length of time. I would say it's more about what you do within those times rather than what the length of it is. Doing something more isn't always the answer. It's what you do. It's the intensity. One I always say in my coaching sessions is if me and you now went and did 5 miles and you ran 5 miles and it took you 30 minutes and then I got back 10 hours later and I said, I've done 10 hours exercise, you did 30 minutes. Who's going to benefit more? So it's not just a case of doing more time, it's about doing more quality. And I've got some great videos on that on the channel if you want to go check those out as well. I've also put loads on the Mission YouTube channel as well. So don't just think time, think quality as well. Very, very important. Right, let's get the next vote up.
Northie Mark 2, sorry, I've just seen your comment there. Thanks for the like, much appreciated. If anyone hasn't hit the like button yet, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here as well. It's actually nice to see some older, I was going to say faces, but it's not, is it? Older names in the chat, because I see some of you like Ian Parkinson, Mad Viking Darts, you've been here as well from, you know, pretty much the very beginning of the... Well, when you
in bed with Edgar days.
Yeah.
I'm actually tempted as well, by the way.
Yeah.
We was talking about this the other day. I might do an in bed with Edgar either December the 23rd or Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
Just as a little bit of a something there. Need to get scheduled. We do. We need to get that sorted. The hardest thing for me at the moment is in the UK now, these live streams, we do them every night. So it'll probably have to be January if that's okay. Or I might be able to slot it in like after a live stream at some point. But yeah.
Just voted.
Yeah, we'll get that sorted. We'll get it sorted for sure. Get your votes in, guys. Only 41 of you so far have got your votes in for Ricky Evans, Manlock, Leung. Let me give you some data and some stats. We'll just hide Jody for a second. There's not too much between them here. 87.55 and 91.99 doesn't show too much of a difference in regards to the expected performance. They're still within that 6-visit block. Doubles, not really much between them, 37 apiece. So he's going to live with him. He's going to live with him, isn't he? And not only is Manlock going to live with Ricky Evans, you've also got the X factor here of, remember a couple of years ago, Manlock Leung played Gian van Veen. He beat him 3-2. At the time, Gian van Veen was a 1-20 favourite, expected to go and walk the game. He lost to Manlock. Manlock's more experienced now. This one, I think this is, again, I think we're seeing a reaction. We've seen the market move in Ricky Evans over the last couple of minutes. He's gone 2-5. I think some of this comes down to that Grand Slam run. think something comes down to the Grand Slam. I had to pause there, so I'm going to try and read the comments at the same time as talking, which isn't always easy. Yeah, I think something comes out of the Grand Slam run there for Ricky Evans. They've never played each other before. I'm torn. I think Ricky Evans is too strong to go out here. I think he'll get through this game. But I think this is going to be close. I won't be surprised if this goes all the way and goes 3-2. The voting suggests not. 88% of you at the moment think Ricky Evans is going to take this win. If you've got any doubts, if you are thinking potentially a win here for Manlock, do get involved now or forever hold your peace. Manlock on the handicap +1 set, so that means he's only got to get to 2 sets, is around about your even money mark. I think that's good value. I think that's good value.
I've just seen a comment, so I'm going to get my little book here.
Where's the games gone? Oh, there we go. We're back. Oh,
Yes.
take a book. Right, oh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
undo this. Yeah.
So, I've seen in the comments just there about the sticker book and how I'm getting on. I'll be honest with you, I'm not doing too great. Obviously, for those of you, I don't know if you are joining in this year with the Panini Darts sticker book here. I was able to get mine. Do you know what? This was actually harder to find than expected. In the end, we actually found one from our local Smith's toy store. But then later, like a couple of days later, we had one in our local Morrison's as well. So it's just the stickers to get hold of for some reason, just nowhere. So in answer to your question, I'm not doing too well on it. I've literally just put the stickers in that I got with the book.
Is there a better way to get hold of me besides Twitter DMs? Well, I'll tell you what, right? What will be easy now? I do admin like every couple of days, so like there'll always be a case of like there'll be a crossover where like I don't get back straight away, just because since I'm at the office, I break things up better because I was at that point, weren't I, when I was working from home, but I was just constantly doing. But what I'll do here, if you message me on this email address, if you message on this email address, I'll be able to get back to you quicker. So yeah, if you message me on that, we'll be able to get a little bit faster. Yeah, that's YouTube that do that with the ads. I don't have any control of where they go, unfortunately. Phil Taylor said in an interview he did 20-minute blocks, most he could do in a day after half hour off hard before going again for 20 minutes. Smart training, you think? I always say break things up. Absolutely, small bite-sized pieces is very important. You know, lorry drivers sit in a lorry and turn a steering wheel. And what can they drive? 2 hours before they need to... So don't think physical, think mental as well. Think about the mental side of things. I'll tell you what, while we've got the email address up, let me give you a little plug here. If you are interested in getting your hands on one of my Christmas boxes this year, I have 9 available. Merchandise bundles, here they are. In your merchandise bundle, you will get a shirt, which are available in small, medium or large. They can come signed or unsigned. It doesn't matter. You get either. You will also get 5 sets of Edgar TV flights in standard, 5 sets of Edgar TV flights in kites. You will get a pin badge, which for some reason is facing the wrong way, so you can't really see it. You will get a surround sticker that will go on your dartboard or anywhere you want to stick it. You will get a signed photograph, which will be an action shot either from my time at Alexandra Palace or a shot from Lakeside. And in the top of your picture there, you will see a lovely, stunning pint glass that will come in its nice little presentation box as well. Beautiful bundle. These bundles are available at just £40 plus your postage. So £40 plus postage, which is absolutely dirt cheap for a shirt, signed photos, glass, badge, flights. If you want any of the flights signed as well, you can have signed flights. It's up to you, but I've got enough stock available to put together 9 more bundles. So if you're interested in those, hit me up on the email address at the top of the screen there, or you can get in contact by any of the social media platforms down below. That's for your merchandise bundles.
I know where I'd stick that sticker.
Yeah, it's a good price. Good price. We literally, because I've got 2 drawers of stock here that I kind of need to get clear because I need the drawer space. So we're having a big clearance on stock at the moment. If there's anything on there you think I'd like that individually, I'd just like a shirt, or I'd like a couple of pint glasses or anything like that, we can do them individually as well. So if you want individual things, again, let me put that back on here. Let me end the vote just while we're doing that. The voting has come in. Ricky Evans, 84% chance of winning the game. 84%. Right. Let me go back to this. Right. So what was the first game? It was Smith, weren't it? Smith was about 64%. And Evans is 84%.
84%.
Let's put those on the screen. Let's try and make it look a little bit nicer as well. What should we do? This is classic Edgar TV, isn't it? Like just live editing things.
I didn't have none of this yesterday.
Yeah, because I set it all up for you. Oh, we don't want it in white. Red. There we go. We'll go a little bit of red. A little bit of red. We'll put that up there. That's the win percentages to the sea. I'll put that there right over the Slovenian Masters trophy.
James Johnston, can I have a pint glass with Jodie's signature on it? To be fair, I'd probably ruin that pint glass for you if I was to sign it. So,
Jodie TV sticker. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here they all come. All the comedians.
maybe I should get some now.
Game number 3.
There you go, stickers.
Cristo Reyes, Van Veen. Let's get you up. Let's get the voting up. I'm interested to see this one. I'm interested to know if people are just going to go with Van Veen, or if they think Reyes could be a little bit of a problem. Cristo Reyes, played in one of the most famous World Championship games when he took on Wes Newton. Remember that one? When it all went a little bit higgledy-piggledy at the end. Some Vimto Aid. Oh, wow, yes, they were the days. Remember the days of Vimto Aid?
Yes, I do remember those days.
Early votes going Van Veen. Remember Cristo Reyes, though, did average 97 in the qualifiers. Right now, we don't know what to expect from Cristo Reyes. He could go up there and be terrible, or he could go up there and be brilliant.
You just can't, you can't not think about Jan van Veen's form going into this. Obviously, he's a title winner as well. So, yeah.
88% chance Gian Van Veen wins this game, 12% on Cristo Reyes. Never met before, 0 records in head-to-head. However, the seasonal stats, not much to separate them. Now, this is a little bit skew with, because we don't have a lot of data, we don't have a lot of matches here on Cristo Reyes. So there's not that much to go on. But what there is to go on was bloody good. 97.61 the average, 50% on the doubles, a front 9 of 105. He is going to be competitive if he plays anything like this. Now, the odds compilers, I think, have got this completely wrong. Van Veen was 1 to 20 originally. Now, we have seen that sort of tumble down over time. He's now 1 to 14, so we've seen the price change. Cristo Reyes to win one set is 11 to 8. I think that's value, especially if he wins the bull. If Cristo Reyes wins the bull and has to throw in 2 sets, I can't see him losing 3-0 based on the performances which he produced there. So I think 11 to 8 is massive value. I think that's the way I'm going with this tonight. I'm not going down the favourites. I'm not going for the upsets. I think the handicap markets is the ways to go. So a couple of things here. We'll email. I do private one-to-one sessions, so you can either come to my studio here in Daventry, or I do them online as well. So that's where we can talk about like private practice plans or technical side of things. They happen here or online, so we can certainly have a look at seeing if we can get you in for that. I'm booking now the end of January though, because everything's sort of fully booked. So, but there may be sort of like loose slots here and there.
Hi, Liam.
I think if you just blindly handicap, yeah, I agree. I agree. New retro shop in Havant, fantastic. I believe Liam, if that's the Liam I think it is, he near the Super Series, he was in the CX. Because I met him in there and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like the Mega Drive games. Like 24 likes away from 100. Yes, let's get those up. Let's get that triple figures mark tonight. Was that the one when they didn't know who the ball up? Yeah, they didn't know who should throw first in the game, did they? So I'm just going to cover up Jody again and just give you the stats again, because I just noticed the viewership changed a second ago there, which means that people may not have had a chance to see this slide yet. And obviously, you don't want to lose all of this. You know, you want to get all this in, don't you? So.
How rude.
So Cristo Reyes, I think, could be competitive. Could be competitive here. I do think Van Veen's going to be too strong, but doesn't have a lot of winning experience on the World Championship stage. And
Just checking out the light.
someone last night, didn't they? Someone last night, when they was doing the predictions, was it Dan Dawson put Van Veen to win the World Championships? Got a photo of me at Modus, yes, I know, yeah, we got that. Always goes in his Edgar shirt. So I'm going to close the voting in a second. And as expected, it's very, very strong in the Van Veen favour. I thought it might have even been a little bit stronger than that. 88% of people going Van Veen.
Mm. Jodie, are you going to WrestleMania next year?
Dan Dawson, yeah. I had a great chat with Dan Dawson last night, actually. He's so... You can just pick his brain about stuff all the time. He's fantastic.
The true host. No, I don't think...
I've just tricked here, haven't I?
What?
So you're sat here with your book.
What?
Like, oh, look, I've got my sticker book. You're hoping someone's got swapsies. And they'll send them in.
Actually, no, I was generally talking about the book.
Yeah.
I'm joining
I know
in
your
this
game.
year.
Yeah.
I'm joining in this year. I want to complete it, generally. Do you want to complete it?
How far we got to go?
Oh, I've only put the stickers in that I got with the book, so...
There's some stickers there, look.
No, they're in the packs. I've left them in there. Who said they do... Have I got 68 there? That's 98. What was the other two? There's 2 at the front.
They was giving these out last night. I should have got some.
Oh.
They was giving them out for free at Ali Pali last night.
Could have got me some books. Did they have stickers with them?
Yeah.
Ah.
They were giving them out free.
And you didn't think to get
No, I
some
didn't
stickers?
think. No, I didn't think.
Honestly, what was he like? Here was me, sitting here doing his life for him.
Yeah, I just didn't think.
Connor, yes, you are. You are. In the book. I might have got your sticker. Did I get Connor's sticker?
Do you know what? Genuinely, right? When people ask me, do I ever miss playing in the World Championship? The answer's always been no. Because I've always felt like I haven't got the game to compete at the moment. So you don't miss something if you don't think you can win. It's like going to a tournament and you know you're not going to win it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. And I tell you what, when they brought this out, instantly, I was like, I kind of wish I was playing in it because I want to be in the sticker book. So I'm jealous, Connor. Jealous. I'd love to be in the sticker book. I was the lad going around the playground trying to do swapsies and things. So yeah, but they're giving them out free last night, and I didn't pick any up.
I can't
Should've got
believe.
some.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible, Matt. See? Co-host failed again. Exactly.
There's quite a lot of freebies last night, actually.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I am putting.
Oh, I did get you a program, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I forgot it though. It's still there. It's on the table. Yeah.
Well, what's the point in saying it then? Because you haven't got it, have you?
Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah. They were like, Matt, do you want a program? I'm like, yeah.
Look, you're back there next week, so you need to pull your finger out. Get it sorted, Matthew.
Honestly, it's up there with your career highlight. Yeah, these are the things, right? Because when you're playing, like, you expect all the playing side of things. You know, you expect to qualify for something. You expect to win matches. You expect these big moments. But walking into Asda or Morrison's and seeing your face in a sticker book, that's quality. That's class.
Mm-hmm.
That's class. So...
By the way, guys, I have just put a link in the chat right now where I've done a little video of me, like, seeing if playing in heels does affect my performance. Go check that out. Go give it a like on there as well.
Let's get on this last game.
Do
in
you
a
know
second,
what?
actually.
I reckon, like, we could try and talk Matt into doing a 9 dart challenge in heels. What do you reckon?
I won't fit.
I know, but if we got you some heels to do a 9 dart challenge in, just to see if you can actually
Feels
still
like
do
quite
it.
a lot of effort just to throw 9 darts, really.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
but it'll be funny.
Okay, well, oh, hang on. Hi, Matt. It was a great surprise to hear you on the BBC last night. I'm glad you're being recognised as one of the most knowledgeable voices in darts. Keep up the good work. I like that message. Thank you. Yeah, I loved it, actually. I liked being down there last night. Great to be on the BBC. Not worked for the BBC before. I've done bits with various different broadcasters before, but I've never worked with the BBC. So there's going to be an opportunity, hopefully, to do more work with them moving forward. They're certainly keen. So, yeah, hopefully some deals could be done to do some more down there. But yeah, I absolutely loved being down there last night. Great experience, and kept moving things forward. So yeah, thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed my time on there. Right, let's get some stats up. So here's your stats. Let me just move. I'm gonna. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Let me just move this out of the way a little. I've gone Van Veen. That's why. I've opened the wrong one. There it is. Right, let me just move it into... I'm going to move it over me this time, just because I've got the percentages over here. So, stats suggest a 69% chance here for Damon Heta to win the game. I think Steve Lennon's played better than maybe people give credit for. I mean, look at his season. 91.38. I think that's a good shout. I think that's a good shout.
I'm loving all these comments, by the way, where you're saying they're saying that you've failed. You've done it again. Could have got me a program. Could have got me some stickers.
Let's concentrate on Damon Heta, Steve Lennon for now, shall we?
I'm just loving all these comments.
I think Damon Heta, when we look at his season, certainly in TV, I think he's struggled. He's dropping down the rankings now because of the struggles on TV. Head to head, Steve Lennon's shown he can beat Damon Heta. There's not really anything between the 3-2. If there's only that one win and you've lost loads, then there's a lot to sort of read. But actually, when it's 3-2, there's no real advantage there. We also look at stream events for Steve Lennon TV. They're better than his seasonal stats. Damon Heta's is the other way around. He drops his performance on TV. So I think there's a lot of question marks here. I'm not as confident. I think Damon Heta wins, but I'm not too confident that I'd really go in right. I think it's a really good opportunity. Golden Knights fan, though, has come in with a donation this evening. He says, I love the two Luke's rivalry, but hate the fact that everybody overlooks guys like Gian Van Veen and others. Same happened during the Taylor era, and it's not right. Dan Dawson hasn't. Dan Dawson's put Van Veen to be the world champion this year. And last night on the BBC, if you tuned in, I actually shouted out Van Veen. And the reason I gave that shout out to Gian Van Veen was because when you're looking at someone who can beat them, Gian Van Veen beat Luke Humphries in the European Championship final and the first round of the World Match Play. He's beat Luke Littler in 2 European Tour events. Not a one-off win. This year, he has beat them both multiple times. Gian Van Veen is the guy to stop them if anyone is going to. I could have got Gary Anderson darts as well for Jodie, yes. I could have.
Just terrible, really. I can't believe you. Could have got a program, could have got some stickers, could have got some darts. Terrible.
Yeah.
We are, though, however, 13 likes off 100 likes this evening. So please do hit the like button if you are in the room.
We've not got 100 yet.
No, we
You
haven't.
had like 200 and odd yesterday.
I had, someone did say, I was about 257, was it, yesterday? By my own.
Crazy.
Yeah, there you go. So it's, actually, someone did say I need to sit in your seat. So maybe, you know, that's what we need to do here.
Last night I grabbed some footage as well down at Alexandra Palace, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, and I've already used it in a video today, so that's quite nice. Is Van Veen peaking right now? Yes, 100%. 100%. I also, a funny one from last night. So we were sat in the media room, and I was sat with the Sky Sports team, because they're the main people I know. So we were sat with those guys. And Glenn opened a bag of Percy pigs. I ended up eating most of them.
I do like Percy.
Like he had one, and he goes, Matt, could you do me a favour? I'm like, yeah. What do you need? He goes, do you think you could leave me one of them? Like, and he had about 2 Percy pigs. I ate the whole bag. Like, so yeah. And the worst thing is, like, Glenn went off. He only commentated on game number 1, so he went out, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll sit eating these. Like, fine, lovely,
That's
fine,
brilliant.
fine, lovely. So. Yeah, right. What we got? We got 73% Damon Heta. So there's a little bit more trepidation in this one. A little bit more edginess regarding the favourite. I don't. Market moves. Market moves. Oh, hang on. I haven't refreshed the page. Hang on. We might have market moves. Yes, we have got market moves. Market moves. Ross Smith was 1 to 5. He's gone down to 2 to 9. People are agreeing with me. Andreas Harryson could be a bit of a scare. Also, Ricky Evans was 2 to 5. He's gone down to 4 to 9, which means people are backing Manlock Leung. So I think there's a lot of people out there agreeing with me that we're going to get some shocks and surprises tonight, or we're going to get some closer games than the odds compilers think. I think they've overestimated the favourites. So that's my call tonight. I think they've overestimated the favourites. Right, let's end the poll. Let's see where we are right now.
Look, Ant says channel has lost its appeal today. Jodie is the real star of the show. Thank you very much, Ant. Much appreciated. And thank you, Liam, for the like.
Yes. You may have got more likes yesterday, but I've had 2 super chats today. You didn't get a super chat yesterday, did you?
Here we go. Here we go.
I got 2.
Guys, I'm going to be covering next week, by the way. When am I covering? Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Like, just to, I
Who's
don't know.
playing next Wednesday, by the way?
Be humorous and also shut Matt up a little bit. Let's get some super chats on Wednesday when I host.
Yes, Smith Ross the ball. That could be a genuine thing, yeah. Because Andreas Harrison, if he's won the ball, I would say definitely the handicap market win 1 set is a great shout.
Do you like South Sea? Is South Sea where we go for the? No, that's Port. Is Port? Where is it? Where's South Sea? Is that where we go for the? You know, the meal thing.
South Sea's the seafront where the rides and stuff are.
Ah, okay, yeah. I'm still getting used to Portsmouth, but yeah, I don't mind actually Portsmouth and all that area. It's quite nice around there. Quite nice to have a walk along the coastal line or the beach, especially on a nice day.
Haven't seen already, first match is Andreas Harryson. I was saying before, sometimes I get a little bit bored during a long session, and I like to make AI created images. If you like this, guys, I'll show you. I'll try and find all the created images of which I've made. Speaking of Portsmouth, there's one thing we do like: Casa Brazil.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of, by the way, when I said where
Port Solent.
is that where we go to eat? Yeah,
Port Solent.
I had that on the tip of my tongue, Port Solent. Yeah.
We will buy you a full sticky toffee pudding, Jodie.
Yes, fabulous, guys, because, you know, we got a little bit of a sticky toffee pudding, didn't we? But yeah, guys, next Wednesday, let's get a couple of super chats for when I cover, and then we can annoy Matt with it and be like, I got more.
So what do you think tonight, guys? I think tonight we're going to get tight, close games, and I think we're going to get at least one of the favourites beaten. How many of the favourites? Right, let's run a poll. Let's run a poll so you can get a proper vote going in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let's go. 0, 1, 2, and then I'll put 3/4 together. There we go. Because you can only have 4 things on a poll. There you go. How many of the favourites do you think gets beaten this evening? None of them, 1 of them, 2, 3 or 4. I'm really interested to see the vote on this one.
Oh, I need to vote. Let me vote.
As if. Mad Viking darts. As if. Like,
Is that 2?
no, it's 1.
It's just 1.
2's like his position because he's
Ah,
a regular
okay.
commenter and things. So
Yeah.
it's like, so you
I was
can
like,
see
that's
like
really
where they are.
generous. Wow.
Well, you've had one now. You had a. You could probably get sticky toffee pudding with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not far off. Maybe like a couple more pounds.
You got half
I
a
think.
sticky toffee pudding.
Yeah, for us that
Yeah.
would be half a sticky toffee pudding. But thank you anyway, because yeah, I'll make sure I'll get a sticky toffee pudding on him next time.
The vote at the moment is going 1. Seems to be the favourite at the moment.
Yeah, I was thinking 1.
If you've gone for a seed to get or a favourite to get beaten
didn't put the
tonight,
vote.
let me know which one as well. So Damon Heta bottles it, says Shake. Dirty to beat Smith for Chris Hill.
No, where is it?
Zacco going for Heta. Heta the only favourite to get beat for Cakey Bakey numero uno. Heta for Danny Goddard. Yeah, do let me know which one of the seeds or the favourites that you think is vulnerable this evening.
Oh, we've hit 100 likes as well. We're
Fantastic.
at 109 now.
Still half of what you got yesterday.
Oh no, yeah. So guys, if you haven't yet hit the like button, please do hit the like button as in the chat if you haven't
Pilgrim
already.
Darts, come on, Heta, my sweepstakes, you're riding on it. I can't believe you pulled Heta. You pulling Heta or Scott Williams is just class. Like Harrison, Heta, and Evans. Heta. There's a lot of people a bit dodgy about Damon Heta this evening, isn't they? People believing Damon Heta could be in a spot of trouble. If you are in the sweepstakes, by the way, guys, and you haven't yet seen your player, I will be doing that. Probably be tomorrow now that you'll get it. I'll put it on my socials. Just got to finish typing it up. Heta and Smith to go out. I think Ross Smith could be in a spot of danger as well. Heta and Smith to go out for Liam. Hit 6 darts. Heta and Ricky. Tricky Ricky. Going out to Manlot Leung, who did beat Gian van Veen 2 years ago in this event in the opening round 3-2. So I got Reyes in the quarterfinals. Okay. Any Super Series fans will be aware of how good Andreas Harryson is.
Yeah.
If you are a Super Series watcher.
I think this is it as well. If you've got like the casual watcher who's just literally come to watch this event but doesn't really take notice of any other kind of darts or anything like that, then they might be under the impression that, 1
and 2
Smith will win.
are
But
more popular than 0. And 3
Yeah.
and 4 is nearly the same as 0. So a lot of you agreeing with me tonight that seeds could fall and favourites could get beat. I've just clicked on here, look, and there's a picture of Jodie tied to the chair on her on YouTube.
yeah,
Shorts that we did, by the way, guys.
yes,
Shorts.
yes. Let's just make sure that we put that out there.
Right, I've got something just to share with you before we wrap the show up this evening. Now, I'm going to put a link here for you. You'll notice it as well at the top of your chat box. This link, if you wouldn't mind, guys, please go check this out and put a comment, an interaction, a like on this, however it is going to go. To put something on this video, go watch it. I think you'll enjoy it. There's a challenge going around at the moment where it's to raise money for prostate cancer. And what you do is you put a donation into prostate cancer, and someone, Dancing Avocado, 180
Dancing
hitters, welcome to the TV.
Dancing
Someone's going to be going up
Avocado.
on the Alexandra Palace stage where you get to throw 9 darts. If you throw 180 or more, you will win £180,000. Only the semi-finalists will earn more money than that. So at the World Championship, 124 players will earn less than you would if you was to win this competition and hit the 180 on stage. Jodie gave it a go. I gave it some analysis and we gave it a little bit of a look and everything through. As it's Friday, World Championships is on, the videos may not always perform as well without those interactions. So please do pop over there, give it a little bit of interaction, a bit of love, and check it out as well. It's a great video. You get to see Jodie throwing some darts. So if you saw Jodie doing the live streams before, you'll get an opportunity to see how her throw and how her game has changed over time as well.
Can I just make one point though? I didn't have my darts. I didn't have my darts.
Didn't have her darts, so you can excuses.
No,
cold,
it's
didn't have
no
my darts,
excuse
you know.
other than the darts that I used were a little bit more grippy, not the ones that I'd usually throw with. So, yeah.
So as you head out the chat, guys, please do go check out that link. It'll be greatly appreciated if you could do so, and have a look at the cause as well. It's a great cause. I'm trying to raise a bit of promotion and awareness for what's going on there. So it's a great video. At the same time, you're going to be able to check out what's going on for an amazing cause.
Yep. And
That's
also, before we go,
right, okay.
there is a link also that I've put in the chat in reference to a video that I've done, throwing, playing darts, but in heels. If you wouldn't mind going over to TikTok, giving it a watch, maybe a follow, and also a like, that would be much appreciated.
Interactions are good right now on YouTube.
Interactions are good for us.
That's your votes. That's what you think is going to happen. I think a seed's going to fall here. We'll find out tomorrow when we review everything that happens today and in the afternoon.